Hello, 103 students. Welcome to Humans in the Environment. My name is Crystal Pierce, and I'm going to be your instructor for this late start 12-week course. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to orient you to our Blackboard course, which is where we're going to be spending all of our time in this online class. Some of you may be familiar with Blackboard. If you are a returning Harper student, you have taken classes or had classes use this format before. If you're new to Harper and this is your first semester, Blackboard might be new to you. And so for those students, I say welcome, and also I'll orient you to how to navigate through the course, important places to find information that'll be necessary, and also just how to ask for help when you need it in general. So let's go ahead and get started. The announcement page here is the landing page for our course. Each week I'll be posting an announcement that will give you more information about what to expect that week, including topics that we're going to be covering in class, the assignments that will be due, also giving you any other pertinent information as it comes up. I typically like to do these announcements in both a text form and also a video form. I find it works best. Some folks like the videos and some folks just like to read the information. I provide both. It's just kind of a nice touch point for all of us for the next 12 weeks so that you do actually get to see me sometimes. Important information here is in the faculty information tab, especially office hours. So my office hours, I teach online and on campus. So I'm on campus Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I have just a 1 hour window of office hours in the afternoon after I'm done teaching. On Thursdays, I have a little bit larger of a block of time in the morning for office hours. And then I'm also available virtually for 2 hours on Tuesdays. So again, depending on your schedule, if you're an online student, meeting online might work best. If you're an on-campus student and you want to stop by my office, please come by anytime. I'm in Z207, which is on the second floor of the Z building into the Bonte Center. So you can't miss me. You'll walk right past me as you walk down the hall. Other information that's important here, I have information about before everyone was really incredibly familiar with online courses, I had a bunch of helpful tips on how to be a successful online student. Since the pandemic, most of that advice is probably things you've already heard, time management, staying organized, asking questions, asking help for when you need it, those types of things. But I still do like to include a folder here just for anyone who's interested. I also have information about a project that we'll be doing this semester called the Green Technology Presentations, so more on that much later. I also have some grading rubrics and privacy and copyright information here. Where you're going to be spending most of your time is in our learning modules page here. So my course orientation module is a little bit just the welcome video. If you've never submitted an assignment using Blackboard, I have a video on that. Also just telling you a little bit more about how I do discussions. So I like to break discussion classes up into discussion groups, so smaller groups, trying to encourage more interaction. So there will be 3 groups of 8 this semester, and I call these learning teams. It's simply a group of people that you're going to hopefully get to know a little bit better this semester just through your interactions with them, because these will be the people that you'll be communicating with most. So I give you some information on that and also some discussion board tips. Also in here is a link to the introduction forum, which is just what I'd like you to do just to introduce yourself so that everybody can learn a little bit more about you. And then let's take a look at what a typical week looks like. So typically in a week we will be covering anywhere from 1 to 2 chapters in a book. The book that I'm using for this is an OER text. It's something that I have put together for the class, so there's nothing that you specifically need to purchase. I try to order everything in the order of the text, but sometimes we do jump topics a little bit and go a little bit out of order. But for the most part, you'll find what you need here in this link. So there isn't anything additional that you might require as far as reading materials go. In addition to a link to the reading text, I also give you a lecture and some lecture notes. So here's the highlight of the the text that you're reading. This is what I feel are the most important parts or pieces of the text that you should pay the most attention to. And then I have that for both of these first two topics. I will also sometimes add additional resources here that I think might be helpful or useful. In this case, I've got some videos that describe a topic you'll be learning about in this first week called the biogeochemical cycles. So I find those to be helpful. I throw those in there. Back to learning modules, you'll have, again, what I'm calling lecture material, and then your assignments are in a separate folder. My assignments are typically Sunday due dates. The exception would be the discussion board. It's a post and reply type system, so you should post your discussion by the Thursday of the week and then reply to someone else's by that Sunday. So I use a Thursday-Sunday module for that. The quiz, you'll have a weekly quiz here. The quiz is something that you can take up to 3 times. It is graded, but it's open note, and there's no time limit on it. And like I said, you can take it 3 times to earn your best grade. So don't be afraid to keep going if you find yourself needing extra points. There will also be a weekly assignment, which I have not posted yet, which I apologize. I'll have that done before making the course available to you. And that assignment will tie into whatever topic we've been discussing. So I think in this first week, I was going to have you all go on an ecosystem scavenger hunt and learn a little bit more about your local ecosystem. So I haven't quite posted that yet, but that's what's on the schedule. Oh, speaking of which, I realized I just passed over the syllabus and schedule. I think we talked about announcements and my information and additional information, but this is a really crucial part here. Don't forget the syllabus and schedule link. Full syllabus is here. I pulled out parts of it, including our course schedule and also assessment overview, so how we're going to go through assessment this semester, how you'll be graded, criteria, and all that kind of stuff. So that's really important. I can't believe I forgot that. The other place that you'll spend some time is in your learning team group discussion. Okay, these have not been quite set up yet, but you will be assigned to one of these groups, group 1, group 2, or group 3, and that's the link that you'll find. Your group will have all of the names of the members of your group, and then you'll also have different, what I call group tools, things at your disposal. Mostly you're going to be using the group discussion board, and that's where you're going to see kind of most information. So that sort of covers it for this quick introductory video. Again, I just wanted to give you a chance to sort of look over things. Please take a look at the syllabus and the schedule. Again, it's a 12-week class plus 1 week for finals. So technically, I guess you could call it 13, but that last week is actually just our finals week. Everything's done online. Again, we use some additional tools outside of the website. I do use, sometimes I'll use a tool called Padlet. We use HonorLock for exams, which is an online proctoring system. A lot of that information I'll sort of give to you a little bit further in the future when it becomes more pertinent. You know, you'll need that information at that time. So I'm not going to bog you down in details right now. I just wanted to let you know what to expect this semester. And as far as contacting me goes, I'm happy to meet with you during my office hours, but you are also always welcome to send me an email at any time. I can usually get back to you same day, unless you email me late at night, and then I'm going to get back to you the next day. But I'm pretty good about turning around student questions and inquiries pretty quickly. So that's your primary way of getting a hold of me. So please don't be afraid to do that. I'm here to help you be successful in this course. That's my job and my goal. And so please reach out to me to let me know what I can do to help. I'm looking forward to a great fall semester with all of you, and I'll talk to you more soon. Thanks, everybody.